Hey everybody, welcome back. Well, just getting out here this weekend doing some fishing, and we got to hike down the lake a little ways to get to where we're wanting to fish. But the lake is actually frozen over. We don't have any snow on the ground, as you can see behind me, but the lake is frozen. Not very thick yet, so we're gonna stay pretty close to shore and even possibly just break a couple holes and fish from shore. Have a fire, have some lunch, and today I just wanted to go over a couple things. My personal survival kit, or better known as PSK. I'll go over that, show it to you guys, and hopefully we'll catch some fish while we're out here too. So stay tuned, we'll see you later. Well, as you can see, I could walk out onto the ice, but it's so clear I can actually see down to the bottom, and it's just not very comfortable walking out there to break open a hole. My parents are coming out a little bit later to do some fishing too, so I'm gonna just go ahead and set up a shelter, get the fire going for them, and then we'll go out there and try to break some holes open in the ice once they get here. I'm just not very comfortable doing it by myself, you know, if I fall in, whatever. So we'll wait for my parents and get a fire going, and then we'll do some fishing. Out collecting firewood, and I found this tree with these huge deposits of sap. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut some of this out and use it to help start my fire. A little bit later. It's still a little soft and sticky, but that chunk right there will be real nice for helping keep the fire going, help get it started. So we're going to take that back over to where we're going to have lunch and get this fire going. Today, to start my fire, I'm going to use a cotton ball soaked in Vaseline again. You can see I've got it in my bird's nest. But to light it, I'm going to use my kitchen knife that I modified into more of a bushcraft camping knife, and that was a really fun project. I mean, it's a full tang, really thick spine. Just took a grinder, some sandpaper, and modified this huge 8.5 inch blade down to this 5.5 inch blade. And I'm going to use my fire steel that I actually made the handle for this. That's a deer antler, and you see I've used it a few times. Now on the jimping that I made on my knife, I actually made it so that my fire steel fits right in there so I can strike it. So let's see how this does. There we go. Get that going and get our fire going. Now that I've got the fire going a little bit, all the wood's wet, and so that pitch that we found earlier, I'm just going to set right up on there, and it's going to melt down and basically embed itself in some of this wood and help it keep going until it dries out, and helps keep our fire going. So hopefully we'll get some coals going, get some hot water and some lunch here pretty soon. Alright, so I got my parents down here, and we're wanting to catch a fish, cook it over the fire. So I've got a rope tied to me. Dad's going to lead me out there, and I'm going to get out here a ways. When the ice was thinner, a boat had tried to go, so I'm going to try to get out to where the boat went through and drop my line in and see what happens. But we're going to leave the camera rolling in case, so we'll see. I'm gonna just drag it. Solid. Here. I am not going out there. Okay. That just cracked all the way down the bank. Oh. Sorry, Mom. Not fishing today. Alright, so we were able to get a couple holes broken in the ice closer to shore since I couldn't walk out there. So we got the lines in the water, and while we're waiting for the fish, I thought I'd go over my personal survival kit with you, my PSK. And one thing I wanted to show you is anytime I'm in the woods or I'm out, I usually wear a paracord bracelet. So I don't have any cordage in the PSK itself, but I'm always wearing a paracord bracelet with me, so I always have some cordage. Now my PSK is set up in Maxpedition's micro EDC pocket organizer, and I'm not really going to go over the organizer itself, but I just wanted to show you I've got a small keychain button compass on the paracord pull tab. That way I've always got a small compass with me, and in the front organizer, the mesh pocket, I've got my pocket knife sharpener. It's got carbide blades and the stone on it. And I've also got a small little signal mirror. You can see there, it's nice and small, fits in the small mesh pocket. I'm going to go and open it up, and I'm actually going to empty everything out, so I'm not trying to pull it out of the pockets, but I'll still go over everything that I carry inside here. So when you open up the pocket organizer, on the right hand side I carry a Aquamira Frontier water filter straw. I carry some Tinder Quicks, a Tops Knives emergency whistle, and a Right in the Rain notebook. That's all carried on the right side of the pocket organizer, and next I'll go over what's over on the left side. Okay, moving to the left side of the organizer, first thing you'll see I carry is the Inca EDC pin to go along with my Right in the Rain notebook, so I can take notes out in the field or document whatever's happening. I carry just a couple regular band-aids. This goes along, I usually carry a first aid kit in my backpack, but I just figure a couple band-aids in the PSK will be good. I've got a little micro fishing kit, got some hooks, some line, some weights, and some beads in there. Never know if I'm by a stream or find a body of water, could try to catch a couple fish. I've got a PSK knife. This was made by Legacy Knife Company. They make this will also fit in a Altoids tin, so if you're making a small survival kit out of an Altoids tin, this will fit inside of there. It's made out of 01 tool steel. It's really sharp. I've played around with it a little bit, but I will end up doing a full out review of this for Legacy, and want to be able to use it for a little bit and see how well it performs. I carry a pretty good size chunk of tin foil. I can make a cup, make a bowl, a windscreen, whatever I need to. Could wrap up some fish, throw it in the coals with this, so figure it's pretty good to carry. And for more food sustainment, I've got this snare. Find a couple little trails where maybe some chipmunks or squirrels or rabbits are following, and we could set up a snare for them. And I've also got a couple safety pins attached to the loop here inside of the organizer. But that's pretty much what I carry in my PSK. Of course, I've got a fire steel and a larger knife always with me. I've always got my gun with me. So this is just something I throw in my cargo pockets when I'm out hiking. That way if I get separated away from my backpack, you know, I've got a few items with me that could help me last a couple nights, a couple days out there if I had to wait for rescue. So that's my Maxpedition EDC Micro Organizer Personal Survival Kit. Well guys, heading back to the car. We didn't have much luck fishing. We had to break open the hole so close to shore. I don't really think any fish were moving that close, but it was a good day. My mom and dad came out and we had a fire, enjoyed some lunch together, and just enjoyed each other's company. So heading back to the Jeep, and we're gonna head home, get ready for another one of those evil work weeks. But it was always next weekend. So until then guys, go out and live, and I'll see you next time.